Whoops, I better move that. Okay, guys. Stream's about to pop up. I'll launch it while I'm finishing off my fagaroni. Better not put that hand in front of the old camera. I will be with you shortly. Let's just fire it off. Let a few people get in while I finish. Make sure I've got what I need to sort out. Hopefully my settings are still set correctly. Hello Nigel, welcome buddy. I'm just finishing my smoke off and then we'll get something started. Hopefully sound good. Hey, by gum. Asta, welcome. Smoke finished. Let's get something salted. So I bought a Xbox One X. Monday, I think it was Monday. I can't remember. Just putting my Xbox back. All working. Thanks for your help. And no problem, mate. Although I wouldn't necessarily say that I helped a great deal. You kind of already knew what you was doing. So I have a no, we've got lines on that. Nice. 2 seconds while I deactivate that and reactivate. That should do away with that. Mr. S, welcome mate. Yes, so I was saying, bought this on the Facebook with the controller. I've not touched it yet, not done anything with it. We are going to test the controller first and see if that's working. When I can get my cable set up correctly, we shall. Wayne, hello buddy. Port looks a bit nasty on that. Yeah, nasty. But it fires on. So let's fire that up. Let's switch to desktop. Let's knock that down and let's see. There we go. Why can I not? Why can I not? There we go. Yeah, no drift. So that appears to be working. A little bit of dead spot on drift on analogs, but I say it appears to be working. It's now gone to controlling my entire desktop. Might have a little bit of an iffy. Little bit of an iffy USB connector. We saved that for another one. We know it's working, which is okay. So let's drop back to this. Evening, Kaz. Welcome. Oh, welcome. So this 1X apparently is, or apparently hasn't been opened before. The gentleman told me the faults that he'd had, and it was a fault on the disk drive to begin with. Just take it out so you can see how filthy my desk is compared to the coders. Faulty disk drive, and then I think he said a couple of months after that it just had no power. Helps if I get that in right. Oh, put a little fur around it, they say. Does it power on? No. It's dead. Use gamepad tester as this is not accurate. I've never looked at gamepad tester, mate. Wayne, you'll fix it, I'll buy it. Only accurate way is to use it in game. You mean the controller, mate? So let's see if we can destroy this. I should have some Torx bits. T10, yeah, and Torx 8. That'll do. Possibly not, Asta. I hope not, anyway. I've never had a 1X yet that's required the MOSFETs, mate. And I don't really like messing about with that crap, you see. The overfill. controller, but that's what I'm kind of thinking. PSU's dead. If it's not a dead PSU, then it's gonna be something else. And if the disk drive packed in a few months before, it could be something on that. Hello, Gibbo. How you doing, mate? Let's disconnect these first. They feel nice and tight. Yeah, I mean, there were only a small amount of dead spot, mate. I'm not overly worrying about that. Off you come without damaging the... what have I done with that? What have I done with that? What have I done with that? What have I done with me? That's the only problem. That's the only problem with being a mucky git and not tidying up after yourself. You can't find nothing. Which means I've got to use some serious wrist action, which might put me out of action later on. I much prefer to use my little screwdriver, power screwdriver, but I'm not sure what I've done with my big T10. Mate, that's as far as I can zoom out. My bench is a mess, mate. Yeah, why not throw them there? Now then, do I go for stripping everything out? Yeah, I may as well do, because if it's working, we're going to service it anyway. Don't like using a manual screwdriver, and wow sticks are not very wow for Xboxers. Yes, strip it. Oh, as you'll know, it's going to need me. Yeah, it could be, mate. As the code says, no power on Xbox One X. Can of course be the redriver. We're not going there, Mr. S. Could have called it retimer, mate, but we know it would have only wound you up. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. That one came out nice and easy. Yeah, retimer might be bad. It might be, mate. Let's go for Torx 8. Sounds like I need to charge my wow stick anyway. Oh yeah. Wow stick dead. That screw can be nice and safe on floor. Why not? I'll remove that. So, how's everybody's days going? Shall we both just call it HDMI IC? I'm not gonna do, mate. We'll stick with retimer. Just for giggles. We'll take that out. I'll pick that screw up while I remember. Although not that important because we have plenty of spares. Pop that off. I mean, let's say for instance it's not repairable, it's not a big deal. Console was plenty cheap enough to use as spares. Mine's not good at the minute, I'll get back to it later. That the 1X, mate? Come on, release it. Nice, we've got all them bits intact. 2 seconds, let me find if I can. My eeny, meeny, miny, moe. There we go. Known good. PSU. We'll move that out of the way. We'll drop that one on in its place. And let's see if it was indeed the PSU. Oh, how nice is that? No power. Faulty PSU. Bit of a dud stream. What's different for retimer on a 1S? Is it 158 will work on but both? Work on both but 159 don't, or the other way around? Yeah, so 158 TDP 158 will work on a 1S, but SN75 DP 159 won't work on a 1X, mate. I do believe it's something to do with the 4K capability. Xbox One X is true 4K, and the Xbox One S is upscaled 4K. Let's just power that down. Power that on. Let's see what happens if we plug in an HDMI cable. Yeah, Xbox One S upscales. It's 4K, so it's not true 4K. It's stretched. No, wrong one. That one. Egypt. Let's fire that on. Let's slip the Wi-Fi card back in. Let's grab some rechargeable. Well, we have image, which is good. Yeah, I'm going to try that in a second, mate. Let's Egypt. Egypt. No sync button. 4K's come up, which is another good sign. Plug that in there for the time being. Plug that into there. Let it sync, and then we'll unplug it. Do away with that. So there we have that. All working. 4K's working. Let's just test a disc. Is it gonna pop up? Is it gonna pop up? No, it's not. It's not attempting to spin. Probably don't know there's even one a disc in there. Well, that didn't come out far enough, did it? I must need something bigger. I can't get in with that. I need my disc mark. Aha. They might come in handy for something different. Let's use fat one. Sweet. Perfect fit. So I've got to do a disk drive swap on it. That's if I can find a donor. So we shall power it off. Power that off. Evening dreams. Bit of a dead one, mate. Did you put it in upside down? Yeah. Yes, mate, I did. Shiny side up. Bit of a dead one, dreams. Bit of a dead stream, mate. Bought this on Facebook for, let's just say, silly money. Not expensive, silly money. Not expensive at all. Faulty disk drive, and then a couple of months after ended up with no power. It's never been opened. Came with the controller and rest of the leads. And it turns out to be a dead PSU. So nothing exciting on this. It'll be a case of me opening this up, taking board out, hoping that the board's not at fault, and then throwing it all back together, which, as it happens, I could use. And that one there from a Xbox One S that happened to be a no fix. So not really much. Not really much happening on today's, mate. Which is a little bit of a anticlimax, if that's the right word to use. 1S. Yeah, I can use a disk drive from a 1S. I should have a disk drive from a 1X somewhere kicking about, unless I've used the disk drive from the from the 1X in a 1S already, mate, which is possible. Might be worth cracking that open on a stream one of the days, but possibly not today. So let's move that over there, make sure I don't go arse to tit on that. Pull that off, grab that. Yeah, a little disappointing. I mean, not disappointing that it done, you know, it's not taking much to repair it, but disappointing fact that crap content. Not massively exciting for you guys. To be fair, not massively exciting for me either. So what do we reckon the overall value on this will be? 2 seconds, guys. Be a long night. It's going to be a long night, but just keep me updated. And yeah, and then if worse comes to worse, I'll just ring whoever's on call and I'll let them know. All right. Sorry about that, guys. And to be fair, it could just be motor. It's not spinning disc up. But I generally don't strip them down and mess about. I just change them over. It might come in handy being a bit of a slow stream. My partner's good friend isn't well, and she's just been called to head off over. So things that side ain't looking good. Which of course ultimately means I may have to not necessarily jump off, but I may have to mute at some point and make a call. Send that power supply to Steve B. He fixes them. I might open it up and have a gander, mate. Can't see it hurting much. I try to remember where to touch and where not to touch. They do have a the Xbox One. Hey Normski, welcome buddy. The Xbox One external PSUs, they have a live ground, so I'm assuming that must be similar to is it an ASX power supply in a PC? Some of them, they have live grounds. One of the heat sinks is ground, and I know live, sorry, and I know that from experience. So if you are indeed opening up power supplies, then be ultra careful. Yes, Asta, it ain't good, mate. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Get out of there. Talks 10, maybe, not 8. Yeah, I know, Phil. I know, mate. Throw that over there. One X, that is, I've got a broken Xbox One PSU. I would like to open it up, but it's just risky. They are risky, mate. Oh yeah, of course. It were you that sent me the board up one, on that 1X, and it turned out to be faulty PSU. It was long screw damage, wasn't it? I think. Don't work on it when plugged in. Dreams, yeah. Don't work on it if it's got charging that cap either, unless you're gonna discharge the capacitor. But yeah, don't work on it while it's plugged in. Snap. Yo, Danny, welcome, buddy. Snap on that one, Nomsky. Only mine came with a controller, mate. Had to take a friend to the hospital. Oh, your friend's okay, mate. I was just saying, my missus has just had a call. My partner, her friend is my friend is my partner's friend is very, very unwell, mate. Trying what not to say without, but of course, me being in a certain business that I'm in, I have slight influence on certain things, not necessarily on arrangements or things like that, but she did say one thing to me, and by George, if I can make sure it doesn't happen, then I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, mate. I've seen someone check the cap voltage before to see what it could potentially hold. Well, do believe they're 450 volt capacitors, are they? Most of the time, if it's just unplugged, it might drop to around 360, 370. But if you sit and watch, your multimeter, mate, you'll see the voltage drop down. It should drop pretty quickly most of the time, unless of course something's stopping it from draining, in which case then it won't. Xbox One X, Danny, I bought from Facebook, mate. The gentleman I bought it from, he said the disk drive stopped working, and then a couple of months after that, the power went. So it was bought as a no power and potentially a disk drive fault. Turns out the no power was, of course, just the PSU. No, mate, it's not had drop damage. No drop damage, never been opened. So it's lovely and dusty. To be fair, it's not in, the housing's not in bad condition. So this top from off the, yeah, of course, see, losing it. I'm losing it. My head's going ever so slightly. Yeah, just it turns out it was just PSU and a faulty disk drive, mate. Yeah, I've got a feeling somebody in chat might want to buy it. But I do look after him. I treat him nice and fairly. Bam, bam. How did you guess that, mate? Oops, daisy. Yeah, he's kind of nice. You know, it's ultimately when I join the communities such as Coders Discord, I don't necessarily join it just for the help with consoles and stuff. It's nice to get out and meet new people. When I say out, I mean, you know, I don't mean out. Don't think I'd meet anybody if I were out. But it's you know, it's nice to make new friends and whatnot. It's not just about console repairs for me. I'll help anybody I can where possible. I use where possible as a thing because I don't know half as much as some other people know on consoles or on repairs. He's back, his lad, look. He's here. He's come to join us again. Although, are you on with recording that video, Wayne? Let me shift them. Can't take my TS100 cable with me. Oh. Wait, that one. I hope it was that one. Was it that one? I hope so. I can't remember. I'm losing it. Let's stick that in. Let's temporarily throw that on and stick that in. Oh right, I see. What else? That. Let's just Not sure what made me think that was wrong way around then, but I did. Get in there. Let's just see. Get back in the game. Let's just see. Because I've not tested the drive I've just put in either. Couldn't do it. Of course, this should still be synced. So yeah, not a cracking fault today. Not a great issue. Let's see if we get yeah, spin up. Might pop up on. There we go. And we are reading. Cancel all, click Q. Yeah, just an easy win, mate. Just a bit sloughing, to be fair, on that. Kind of expected it to be. Well, not necessarily expected it to be, but kind of wished it were something it's not. Just for content purposes. So it's basically a thing now of just cleaning that out. Replace the thermal paste, put it back together, more or less job done. And take a look at the, I can't make my mind up, if I'm honest, whether it's the USB port on the controller or if it's just a knackered housing. just bob that out of the way. Throw it there. Let's see if we can't use the microscope just for kicks and giggles. A little bit further out. Port's not fantastic, truth be known, but that plastic housing is terrible. But can't do much with that because I don't have any. Donor drive or fixed drive it? What a donor drive, mate. The other one is there. I don't necessarily delve into the drives to see what's at fault, but the lens motor wasn't spinning up, so it wasn't spinning a disc, which can mean the laser's faulty, I believe. It's not defo not lined up right. I wouldn't know, mate. I would not know, mate. Normally I'll get them in and it'll just be a swap. I don't often try and diagnose the disk drives fully, and you couldn't even see that. So of course that's the disk drive. And that seems to run nice and smooth. The laser carrier. It just didn't spin up the discs or the disc, and I've never really took time to look at any or anything like that. I usually just strip them out, swap them over. Oh, on the port controller, yeah, it seems a little bit misaligned. It seems like there's a huge gap up top here. And that's on the... Is it on the top? No, it's on it's on the bottom board, isn't it? But yeah, that might be one for a another day. Toggle could do with, analog cover could do with replacing on that as well. But yeah, a little bit disappointed. Something a little bit more challenging, you know, would have been nice. Someone already changed the port. Not sure, mate. I'm not sure. They could have done. I might have a board. Might have a board somewhere kicking about that I can take one on, but I just wouldn't know exactly where. Oh, dirty. It's a nice win. I suppose if I didn't, yeah, disappointed, but yeah, no, it should be, mate, it should be. Let me knock that back up there. It should be a nice enough profit, and I suppose if I don't get rid of it, I suppose I could always, no, I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I suppose I could download Call of Duty and attempt to troll the codger, but I've not gamed in a while. Not really gamed since Blackout. Blackout was one of my favourite online multiplayer. Kinda didn't move over to the other one. What's it called? I forget. Didn't move over onto that one just because wasn't right keen on the crossplay availability. In my humble opinion, it leaves it open for cheaters. I did, you know, I used to play COD quite a lot. There's been times that I've been up, done all-nighters, stayed on them all night long. Just not really since. Just not in a while. And I don't tend to go back. Well, I don't want to go back to gaming. That kinda had no life for me. Staying up all night, sleeping most of the day. I bought a white PS4 Slim that was listed as faulty for 25 quid. Worked perfect. Yeah, mate. Hello, RB. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Come and join in the disappointment, mate. What? I'll send you a couple of thumbs. I've got a couple of thumbs, mate. I don't think it needs. It don't need full analog, mate. It was RB. It was kind of just nothing really exciting, mate. Bought from Facebook, and the gentleman said it had no power, which it didn't. It was also a disk drive issue. So we was kind of hoping for something a little bit more exciting than the internal PSU. And nobody really wants to run a stream just on changing a PSU. You know, it's not really worth the hassle. No, otherwise. No, otherwise I would say I would send you some analog module. Are they used on the same as the 1X retimer, mate? So yeah, I'll be not really exciting, mate. I would say that, you know, screw it. Let's whip the power on, power off Xbox One S that Wayne's sending me, but he's not sent me yet. He's still here, Wayne. Get yourself X clamp removal tool. I don't need one, mate. They're my bits I use for X clamp removal. Although they do look like they'd be more handy, more useful. He's too busy now. Yeah, mate, that's it. He's forgetting about me, innit? He's moving on to better and brighter opportunities, mate. What can we say? What can we say? You don't need me anymore. Can't mix with me, Fraff. What are you trying to say, Danny? Is it my accent? Is it 'cause I talk like I'm from Yorkshire? Eh? Riff raff. Tut tut. Although, if you do know where I'm from, unfortunately I have to agree with you, mate. It's a proper rough area, this, where I live. Proper rough. Nah. Oh, you got an accent? Probably not, mate, no. Probably not. Well, I mean, you know, I have compared to. Obviously, my accent's different to Calder's, because he's from Woolley. Oh, come on, what am I doing? You're just confusing me now, mate. You're getting me all flustered. So was where I was brought up. Where was you brought up, mate? I've never really, you know, I've never really gone overly far from where I'm brought up round Wakefield area, which is near Leeds. And boy, it's rough up here. Yes, very rough indeed. It is super rough up here, mate. It's that rough up here. If you don't guard your granny while she's putting her washing out, somebody's gonna pinch her, mate. That's for sure. I hope nobody else is from area that I offend. That won't be good for business. There we go. I'm sure that's going to be far too much. Far too much. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. That can go back on. That way. Can you offend if they know it's true? Probably not, mate. I don't tend to take offence that much. Got a woman coming in tomorrow to buy 2 Xbox One S's for $250 with controller. Well pleased. $250 for pair with a controller per console, mate. Oh dear Lord, that looks like it's taken some heat at some point, I would think. No, not necessarily heat. This is type of my console. That's a smoker's console. All that gunky nicotine. Turn the tin yellow. Back in there. That went in nice. About £100 profit. You can't grumble at profit, mate. I look at it like this. Certainly look at it like this now, and certain I'm not a character. If I paid what I paid for this. Let's just say, for instance, and I know it won't, but let's just say, for instance, if I doubled up on this, then I've not lost anything. I've had some. I'm not paying that one. Wayne. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not. I don't just do it now just for sake of profit on console. I do it. Starting a YouTube channel, need as much content as possible. So, fix or no fix, I don't necessarily lose anything if I get a little bit of content out of it. Keep you guys entertained and out of trouble. And Lord knows Danny needs to be kept out of trouble, as we've seen in other chats. Flutter them eyelashes at him, Wayne. It might not work on this one. No, I don't mind it. If it helps somebody else out, then it's not just about me. Let me stick a little bit of charge into this. That way around. Don't fall for me, Chris. Never. Have you seen you? Look in the mirror, mate. Oh dear. Wayne's way better looking than you, Phil. Way better looking, mate. Hi, Jaden. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, Dakota. Welcome. We definitely know how to swap a PS. Yeah, mate. You can't tell me you didn't know, though. That's the trouble. It's just not great, is it? Not great. Facebook purchase, can you imagine the title? Come and join me. Watch me swap a PSU. What did I do with? What did I do with? What did I do with? What we got? I burnt out 5 volts short on a 1X with voltage injection today. Oh mate, how did you short that out? What? Did you record it? Was it recording? The Xbox One is a pain. Screws are... The One X is a pain, should I say. Screws are too damn tight. They always are, mate, on Xbox. On most Xboxes, they always are. It's ridiculous. But then again, they don't need 50,000 like the PlayStation, mate. They only use 3. Yep, filmed it out good. Content is content. Win or lose. Fix or break. It is what it is. Gibbo, I've looked, mate. Definitely not blocked from commenting. I wonder if that's an issue, because Wayne had same problem on Nick's antisocial experience channel. So I wondered if there was some kind of issue with the channel itself. Sit down there, plug you on there for a minute. I've never messed with. Oh, hey. Me neither, mate. Me neither. You're not on your own there. They do on the heatsink, mate. I need to. I know I won't be ready anyway. So I need to wait until I've got a little bit of charge in my WoW stick. I fixed consoles, the 5 volt short, I don't know where it was. Oh! I found a shorted ESD, IC on pin 18, removed IC and still shorted, injected 1.6 volts and burnt the short away. Got a display but stuck in low resolution. Well, resolutions should be all handled by the redriver. Should be. And I use should be scarcely. And I use it scarcely because If you do the bypass, it takes out 4K capability. So, but yeah, it's possible to burn away a shot with enough voltage, enough current, enough heat. It could have been a cap that's just burnt out, but then it'd be visible. But pin 18, yeah, you see, this is the issue. Pin 18, let me grab a, because I had this with Mr. Samuels earlier. So pin 18 runs through the ESD, but it don't run through much. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. So we've got pin 18 runs through the via here, travels along the back of the board and comes back through here into this cap, comes down about there on the ESD. But the bypass, I was looking at the bypass early because Mr. Samuels said with the bypass on, pins 19 and 18 were bridged. So how it is pin 18 runs you 5 volts. 5 volts I'm assuming comes from this trace here on this cap, runs into here, possibly links over to this, then, or at least if you follow the bypassing diagram, then 5 volts comes into here, jumps to this trace here, which then sinks down a via to the other side of the board. It comes up here, and then that's jumped from there to here to pin 1, which then carries 5 volts up to pin 19, which is, I'm assuming that's how they're getting away with, or how it's carrying the signal for hot plug detect, which is usually around 3 volts, between 2 and 3 volts. Now 5 volt is the small cap on the left side, just above that big one. So what comes out of the big one, mate? I've never tested it. I've never tested it, but let's just look at this. So the only other place I can see where pin 18 also comes up is where I've scratched earlier on, which is this via here. And the only letdown is the multi-layered boards, so we don't necessarily know if they go anywhere else in between the layer. But this is pin 18, this one here, that's the via that I scratched, so it comes to there and goes through to the other side of the board, but don't have any traces on it, and then that's where it goes through the board, where the cap is. Not sure, but 5 volt for pin 18 is C14. Yeah. So you should see you should see 5 volts on this cap here, because that's for pin 18. But if we take a look at let me just see if I can load it up without it sending the PC off its trolley. And we'll take a look at the jumper. But they definitely, the bypass is definitely linking pin 19 and pin 18 together. So typically the bypass is sending 5 volts to hot plug detect, which I suppose can be done. There's nothing says it can't be and won't work. Apparently the bypass does work. I've never tried it myself, but come on, my computer's slow. Well, to be fair, it's not even my computer. But having children loses all rights to keep something yourself. So do you get 5 volt on 19 without the bypass in place? The 5 volt on pin 19, is that with a known working ESD IC on? Yeah, I wondered if it was at all possible to bypass the ESD without removing the chip, in the hopes of keeping the 4K. Load that up, and we shall then take a look at that. We'll bob that there. So we'll switch that to that, and we'll load that up. So from that you can see the different coloured dots of which to bypass. Now the only area I can possibly see the voltage would come in from is cap 25. It jumps from this point here over to this point here, and then from this point it then heads to this via. This via jumps over to this one from the other side of the board, and then it's a jumper's run from there to there, which then gives you your 5 volts on pin 18, and then from there to pad 1, which is pin 19. So I was under the assumption that the 5 volts comes in at cap 25. Could be wrong though, because I've not looked into it massively. So I could be wrong. I briefly looked earlier because Philip Samuels had done the bypass and was still getting no picture, and then must have been testing the port pins and noticed a bridge on pin 19 and 18, which if you test for continuity from pin 19 to 18 on while the ESD is in place, there's no continuity, so it was kind of confusing. Partly because it's not really something I've looked at. It's not something I've had to do yet. Oh, I haven't bypassed it. Console repair London won't allow it. I just so on that one that you had the one that you'll run the stream on, have you got voltage on pin 19 on that one? Bypass is fine. Oh yeah, I agree. I won't necessarily bypass as a repair. That's especially on something like the later consoles, the Series X and the Series S. Bearing in mind that ESD is a protection chip against things like lightning strikes, power shorts from a TV that's being plugged in, anything that's capable of sending data power through the HDMI. That's what it's for. It's a protection IC, and ultimately, if it's not in place, it's not going to protect, which means that more chance of going direct to the retimer, redriver, and blowing that. So yeah, I agree. I won't do it as a repair. It's alright for testing, but not as a repair. Not for me anyway. Let's well, that's somebody knocking at my door. I don't know. Never mind. Can't check my CCTV because my HDMI lead is there. Right, let's each to their own. I just think it's a great diagnostics tool and not much more. I'm a noob though, so no, it's I'm not going to say that I wouldn't do it either, mate. I wouldn't, if it were me, I wouldn't, you know, offer to pull somebody's ESD IC off as a repair and run a few wires across it. Nope, not something I would do. But yeah, each to their own. It's just, if anything, it's, if that ESD has gone, let's flip it around. If the ESD is blown, you've got to seriously consider why that ESD has blown. If it's something wrong with the customer's device, client's device, whichever way you want to put it, TV, let's say TV's faulty, you'll remove an ESD, you've got display your end. As far as you're concerned, it's fixed, it's repaired. Said customer takes it back, they plug it in to the TV, they use the same HDMI and it don't work. It don't work. It's gonna come back. There's nothing to show that it won't come back under warranty. And you kind of find yourself liable, even though you're confident that your work has been done, carried out successfully. There's still that side of it. By all means, tell me to shut up waffling on. We're all fully aware of ins and outs where warranty is concerned. But I just think it's just, you know, it's ultimately leaving yourself open for warranty. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Stick that back on there for now. I'm not rushing the job. Got to buy some time. Gonna have to keep talking, because if I don't keep talking, you're probably gonna hear my son swearing in the next room. Don't want to fasten that one in yet, do I? Egypt. Let's see. Hello, Nick. Welcome, mate. I'm ruffling feathers. Whose feathers are you ruffling, mate? The customer has to fully understand it's risky for me to agree to do it. Yeah, I mean, if it's something that's been pre-arranged, such as agreeing on no warranty, should that fail, then yeah, I suppose that's really what it's all about, and it's all about understanding and reaching an agreement with said customer client. I've just screwed that in now, and heed it. Is he taking your job, mate? So I want that. That can drop into there. That can go into there. We can fasten that in. That one there was put there. That's nice and clean, but that's not. It is what it is. I won't worry about it. And let's face it, the topic of what's right and what's wrong is a great deal more interesting than this repair one. Don't. Slam that on there. That can go there, that can go there. Yes, Danny. Yes, I agree, mate. I guess if a customer is happy for it to be done, then ultimately it's their device, it's their decision. As long as you've got your own back covered, it will be what it will be. I just don't think it would be something I would happily offer. If approached and a customer said, well, I've seen people bypass it or whatever, then yeah, as long as they know the risks. Just don't think I'd approach doing it. As a recommendation. Anyway, Dee-dee-dee-dee. Screws, glorious screws. What we got? Yeah. And the state customer's always right, I guess, but I don't know. We can disagree that the customer is always right, ultimately. Ultimately, I suppose we have to carry out whatever their request is. No, that's right. But if that's right, why did that not want to go in there? I'm sure that's right, but let's check it. Let's see. Did it go with a bang? No. No, that's fine. Sometimes screws feel tighter going in as they do coming out. That's that bit. Let me... that bit there. So I've got one 20-year-old screaming, swearing, carrying on in one room, and then I've got another another 13-year-old screaming like a girl. might be getting bullied on a game. And when I say bullied, I mean like more shot killed. Oh no, you can't. Oh no, you can't. Oh no, you can't. Why can't you? Let's see anything different. See anything different. Well, let's just cut it off. Let's get Dremel out and we'll grind that knob off. Let's treat it like it's a switch. Let's just hack it to bits. Son of a gun. Why did I not notice that? Nope. Nope. I guess. No, mate, they're not switches. Just plastic lugs. Alignment lugs, whichever way you want to call it. If I'd have realised that, can do it. What, change that? Change the full faceplate. Do they not come off with the rest of the housing? Let's demolish one and have a look. Nope. What? Budget and leg? Or why not just yeah, saying that. Do I cut it off? Do I really want to cut it off? I don't know if I do. Why not just change it? Is there too much work involved? Is it going to be too much of a pain in the neck to do? It's not a budget, it's a modification. Yes, I know, mate, but Surely if I cut that off, yeah. What? Dremel do it properly. Well, leave it up to you. You want to see it cut off or stripped down and swapped over and hammer and chisel? Yeah. Yeah, right, why not? Literally just grab it, snap it off with some pliers. Yeah, I mean, I can do. Is that what you want me to do? Budget and run. I'm not sure I'll be buying it yet. I suppose I could ask the customer. Don't! A bit of plastic isn't going to hurt much, right? No, mate. It isn't. It's not, you're right. It's just... I don't, you know, it could be the coder works on it next and he opens it up and says, oh, look at what somebody's done there. Look at the mess. It's just out, it's out of my comfort zone, you know. Cutting a bit of plastic. If I buy it, I'm keeping it. If I like that, if you buy it, do you mind about that plastic bit? Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Sorry. Nah, man, chew it off. It's too late now. It's just too late. It's gone. It's out of there. It's tough. It's tough, it's tough, it's tough. That knife looks liable to slip. Yeah, mate. I've been there. I've done that. And that's what that scar's off. Knife straight into my hand. Don't plan on doing it again. To be fair, I didn't plan on doing it that time. It just happened. Think you're missing a one off that number, eh? Missing a one. Having kids doesn't just happen, mate. Although, to be fair, I guess it depends on how you look at it. It can just happen if you forgot to pull out. It doesn't just happen if you do it on purpose, though. You guys trying to get me demonetized. Man. £35.10. That's not very fair. I'm not saying no. Can't find all. Put some air around it. Not having any luck finding it all today. So it's looking like Wayne's going to be buying this at 135, I think he said. Tell you one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to check what size hard drive it is. That's with you guys confusing me. Making me want to join in the chat. Oh, what it? 135 and 10 pence. It's not one of them scams on Facebook, is it? £275, 65 a day earnings, or yeah, I'm sure you've all seen them, haven't you? A woman in here posted that she earned whatever per day. I want the link, and then I'll go and post it anyway, as if I had link. Never opened it, so it will be 1 terabyte. Did they not do 1x in a 500? Don't take that much notice. So what we're saying, Wayne, 100 with a 500 gig hard drive in? Instead of a instead of a 1 terabyte. Talks 10. You'll pass. Why? Why, mate? Warranty sticker intact, never been opened. What more can you ask for? Huh? Puff, puff, pass. Got a few marks on it, they might come off. Overall condition not too bad. We've put it back together and it don't work. Rear driver's gone. No, mate. No. I nearly did 2 or 3 times. Don't you be getting into bother, Mr. S. With the coder, mate. If it's a retimer, it's a retimer. Yeah, it's a terabyte. It's a terabyte. Network settings. Make sure it connects to the Tinterweb. We'll just go with encoder. Encoder. It's an encoder. Damn updates. Encoder. So, I do have to say, ladies, gents, the codger, I apologise for bringing you out here, fetching you onto my stream with false allegations or false thoughts of it going to be something a little bit more exciting. Suppose I could always go and hang myself tonight. Just not over a console. What's happening now? It's confusing when there's two Phillips. There's two Phillips. Can we have Mr. S and Codger? It's far too confusing. Postman, not a letterbox. What? I fixed. Did someone fall off their chair tonight? Codger did, I think. I didn't, mate. Not tonight. I was having a night off. Having a night off of any incidents. No, not interested, not interested. No. No, no, and no. You could hang yourself, but you'd find a way to fall off the rope. I know I'm not living that one down. I know I'm not. That's why I never removed the stream off. I never removed it from YouTube. That and the fact I don't know how to fucking do it. Don't know how to remove it. Are we past Watershed yet? No, we're not. It's only 8 o'clock. So I'm swearing on stream and it's not even past 9 o'clock yet. It's working, isn't it? I've added what's the word, and it's not. It was just a little detail. Adds character. It adds character, mate. You'll not find. Well, I can't say this for certain, but I'd give it a good guess that you'll not find another Xbox One X with a little bit of plastic missing off at front of this tray in West Yorkshire. I'll go that far. Unique now. I did 50 quid on taking that plastic off. Yes, mate. In the form of Tinternet. Tinternet. It's hard to get stuff off Tinternet once it's on there. It's all I picture. It's all I picture, the codger. No. Things I've seen on Tinternet. Codger playing with his balls on stream. It's burnt. It's a burnt image I'll have to live with till I grow old, mate. Till I get to Codger's age. No, they have a bit missing, Phil. Mr. S. They have a bit missing. Not cut off. I can't believe I let you talk me into killing it. Cutting it off. Just can't believe it. Is this what it's like? Phil, is this what it's like? Are we supposed to just let viewers talk us into doing, you know, stuff like giving some at the snip and whatnot? Del Boy? Who's Del Boy? You're not old enough for Del Boy, are you, Wayne? I ain't paying more than 50 and I want a controller and a cuddle. I'm not driving 2 hours, mate. I'm just not doing it. You'd expect me to hand deliver it as well. You know. Hand deliver it, cuddle, controller, console, and then kick me back on train or back out of the house without even an offer of a brew. I know what it's like. Oh, yeah, I'll do that after. He is just not Steptoe and Son. Steptoe and Son, yeah. Yeah. It sounds like my dog's using my daughter as a chew toy. Oh dear. I should really go and rescue her, but they'll be winding it up. Yeah. My kid's winding dog up. You'll know that 50 is Monopoly. Probably, mate. Yeah. It's a limited edition now, not another Xbox One X like it. No, that's what I'm saying, mate. Harold, you're giving me ideas to watch something tonight now. Steptoe and Son. On the buses with Sid and Olive. Inspector Blake. Open All Hours was my go-to as a kid. Open All Hours. Arkwright. See, you just, you're all making me seem old now. Olive, what was husband called? What was husband called? Making me feel old. Some mothers do have them, I know. Frank Spencer. That one was a good comedy to watch. Arthur, that were in Pike, Arthur. That's about it. I mean, what else can I do? I don't know, apart from sit here and bit disappointing, really. Carry on camping, yeah. Rising damp war. What did they call him? Name one, Rising Damp. It was based in that hotel, wasn't it? Motel. Was it a motel hotel? Not a motel or a hotel, what it was. It was just like a block of flats, wasn't it? And they lived above each other and whatnot. Rising Damp, if I remember rightly. But yeah, what more can I do other than now clean it, clean controller down, sell it to Wayne, knock him a fiver off because he's good looking. And wipe it. And then get shot. Good life, what a good one. Nursing home chat. Oh man. Right, may as well end it there. As Gordon Ramsay would say about his kitchen, shut it fucking down. I shall end the stream and set about wiping the hard drive, factory reset even. I can't do that before I end stream. No problemo. Yeah, I disagree, mate. I disagree. Right. Proven tonight that the chat was much better than the content. Crap content. We'll have to dig out something hopefully a little better. If Wayne pulls his finger out of his ass and gets me that 1S power on power off board, I suppose we could have a look at that and see if we can't break it even more. But we'll see what's what. Thank you everyone for coming and joining. Don't ask me how we managed to let a faulty PSU and a disk drive turn into 2.5 hour stream. But thanks for coming, stopping by, joining in, having a good old laugh. Don't forget them other bits, mate. Alright, I'll send it tomorrow. Right, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sticking with me throughout the boredom.